Do you prefer to wear vintage stuff? Like,
Yeah, most certainly. Yeah, I won't.
Do you have new? Yeah. Wait. When's the last time
do you have
went
any
to
new clothes?
When's the last time you went to Gap and bought like a?
I press Haley, my fiance, all the time. I'm like shopping at Target, so I'm like, yo, what are you doing? But it looks so nice. I'm just sitting there picking out every detail of like what I don't like. I'm not like sharing it because you don't want to hear that. But I'm just like, this is trash. I couldn't put this on my body. But even like, I mean, like my briefs and socks and like sometimes like sleepwear, like I'll like get it. But like I find like I just like going out, finding it, and like putting it to my body, basically.
Is there a price point where you won't buy over that? In terms of like what you stock and stuff in
most
the rarest.
certainly.
Yeah.
I was like, well, okay, here's sometimes in the shop I'll bring in like, say it's a pair of JNCOs, okay? Like it's so hot right now, like at the flip of a dime, like people want it. They'll sell it quick. Yeah. But they're hard for people to get, basically. So if I can go online and I can get one for a snipe price, which means like a good price to buy, like a cheap price, then I'll go on, I'll buy it. And then maybe with that item, I only make like $50. I buy them for $100 and I'll sell them for $150.
Yeah.
Just to give the customer
people
the
are
chance.
really paying $150 for JNCO jeans.
Just last week I paid like $350 for a pair for myself.
Stop it!
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy.
How old were they?
90s pair.
Yeah. In
like,
good condition?
Oh yeah, they were the kangaroos. I don't know if you've ever seen the one with the kangaroo with the boxing gloves sitting out of the pocket. There's been a few memes and stuff of a guy like rollerblading with like huge pockets, and he puts like game systems in the back of it.
I remember
that was like one of the pairs.
Like skids.
That's wild.
Yeah,
skids and cross collars come to mind.
So those were more of like an urban brand. They had more urban branding and stuff.
So
No, that's great. And those brands
Jake and I
are
are
awesome.
from Williams.
I grew up very urban.
Yeah, so like I could go into like JCPenney's and get this was like the skater look, punk, rocker look. So like in like everything I was watching, all the people I was like looking up to, I was like, oh my God, I got to get JNCO's ball chain necklace, spiked blonde hair, the Walkman, the chain, oh my God, Airwalks are like, and those are all the things that like are being reintroduced, and like now everything's just like hiked up like crazy. Like those Airwalks are probably $250 to get again.
Crazy. I did admit to you that I bought a brand new vintage Dallas Cowboys starter jacket, and I'm like, am I such a poser for buying the new version of the throwback?
You're not like a vintage connoisseur. For me, I like want to puke in my mouth to that. I'm like, that's such bullshit. That's ruining vintage for us, because it's like just kind of remaking like what we're looking for, and it's like.
And charging me, I think it was like $175. It was not cheap.
Yeah, and it's not built the same.
So not authentic, man.
But like, at the end of the day, who really cares?
That's basically what you said. You're like, wear what makes you happy.
Yeah, wear whatever makes you happy. And like, for me, I won't buy that. I'll try and find the real one. Yeah. Or not the real one, but like the original one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I saw bum equipment in your store today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I mean, that was like a 91 staple,
Oh, for sure. Yeah. They were doing a lot of stuff with like color blocking. They would like, it would be like a navy bottom with a gray line, and then like a maroon top, and that was a cool brand. I mean, that was another one I think was sold in like Filene's, JCPenney's, and stuff like that.
Gosh, if we had kept all the stuff, especially thinking about those JNCO jeans.
You could just go to the mall and buy like there's racks of them, and oh my God.
The skater girls in my school, the bottoms were just so big, and they would get soaked with the puddles. Oh my God.
And then they were frayed.
Yeah, always. That's the thing. You never really find them unfrayed nowadays. Like if people put their work in on them, like that's the one flaw. But you don't care. It's like whatever.
So does wear and tear increase the value of something? Because like I have a buddy who like if I have a screen printed shirt, like I don't want to put it in the dryer because I don't want it to get ruined, but he wants it to like wear down. So does the wear and tear make it cooler or more expensive, or like what?
It depends on the buyer always, right? So like if they have a fit and they're like, yo, I need this kind of punkish or like whatever kind of thrash shirt to go with my like whatever to finish off my outfit, people are gonna pay up for that. Like I've definitely had items where I've sold them for more because they were tattered. One real big thing in vintage, like the vintage t-shirt community that I'm in, like we love finding like really faded t-shirts that have no flaws. So if you can find like a t-shirt that's like completely faded gray that was black and like it just like looks super good with the graphic, you can get way more money for it. So I had an auction back in like the beginning of kind of when I got into this that I saw a t-shirt sell for like $100 or whatever, and I was like, oh, I have that shirt. I'm going to auction on my next one, but mine has a cool fade to it. So I put it on the auction and ended up selling for $600 because of the fade and the uniqueness of it.
Dude, that's crazy.
So if it like adds like a character, like a good character, if it adds good character to it, people will pay up for it. Like if they want it, if it has like the look that they're looking for, they'll pay up for it.
Is there a band that people come in looking for in particular?
Not so much at the store. It's kind of like just all over the place, but like in our community, like really like Red Hot Chili Peppers is really hot right now.
Yeah.
Really?
There's a real big pop with that. I'm not really sure why. That was another thing. I was going to sell in my store $100 t-shirt. I was like, I would put $100, you know. I ended up selling for like $870 on like an auction because it hit that pop that everybody wanted it.
You were on social media. I saw you advertising a U2 tour from like 01 or the early 2000s, like the Vertigo tour or something.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah, or the Atomic Bomb tour or whatever. But like,
U2 is kind of a sleeper. I mean, people like it's not like anyone asks for that, but like they see it on the rack, they're like, oh, this is cool. I want to get that.
I saw jean jackets in there, pants, corduroys, like jeans. A lot of sweatshirts, a lot of t-shirts, a lot of sweatshirts, a lot of t-shts, and then of course you got some Nintendo sets and stuff.
Yeah, and then like an entertainment section with like DVDs and VHSs and all that. But yeah, I don't know.
Saw some Playboys and some Hustlers in there.
Oh
too.
yeah, got to have that. Yeah,
Nice.
it's a little edgy in
Truly
there.
vintage. Kids don't know about, like, it's all on the internet.
No, exactly.
They don't know.
They have no clue. So they sometimes I have people walking in and they're like, what is that?
Yeah,
you know, I'm like,
What's the best concert you've been to?
The one that sticks with me the most is the Offspring concert I went to.
Oh my god, that's so funny, dude.
It was at
Offspring.
RPI Fieldhouse.
Nice. When?
God.
Like peak of Offspring or like recently?
No, peak. It was, well, I shouldn't say peak, but I enjoyed Americana. It was the one they dropped that album and that was their tour.
Yeah.
Like the kids are all right.
Yeah, exactly. It was a different. It was a different tone of like Offspring, but it was fun and there's still some bangers on it. I love that album. But
Pretty Fly for White Guys on that one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not like Smash or something like. That album's so nostalgic for me because
that's a great dude. Self-Esteem and all those songs.
I love
the
Self-Esteem so much.
They're great. His voice. He's a doctor.
Is he really?
He has a PhD.
That's
in like biochemistry.
Good for him. That's
Dexter
rad.
Holland from Offspring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was his name.
Yeah, Smash was awesome. Yep.
See, I can't stand Pretty Fly. Like it makes it like it's just the corny factor is like a little too much, right? But I feel that way about some Eminem songs. I say that to Slater all the time, or like I don't know. I can't think of another example. I thought I had one, but
Americana. I was in alt rock radio at that point. Alternative rock radio. So I remember all those songs.
Dude, 90s alt rock is the best.
My first concert, that was my second concert. Sorry. So my first concert was No Doubt.
Nice.
And that was
like early No Doubt, like
Tragic
Kingdom, No Doubt.
Tragic Kingdom. That's what it was. Yeah. That
Just a Girl was I remember hearing that in the radio and being like, wow, this is great.
Yes, that was kind of what introduced me to them, which was cool. So I got to see that live, which is awesome.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, I really miss right now. I think it's just because the clock, but I'm missing like hardcore and metal shows, like just like Under Oath or like even like more like modern like our mainstream Taking Back Sunday and like stuff like that. No, it's
Taking Back Sunday. Yeah.
You remember? Or have you heard of Warped Tour?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like groups, bands in that
Yeah.
era, like that's like kind of I think my like 2010 self like wanting to listen to that stuff again. So
you're not a musician, right? Just your brother has a band.
He's a singer in a band, and I'm horrible at music. I have no rhythm. I tried playing drums. I played guitar. I just don't got it or the patience.
Listen, you can't be good at everything, Jake. Okay, you have a talent.
I feel like that's my problem. I just have to stick to one thing. Because once I start doing a bunch, I'm like,
Those Warped Tour bands were good though. Like is it like pre emo or emo?
Screamo, emo, and like pop punk. I'd say like definitely. Trying to think or definitely Blink-182 is probably.
See, that's what I mean. Like I love Blink, but like all the small things, way too. It's just too those like. It's just I don't know.
It was that era though, because that came out around the similar time I think as Americana. I think they were going towards that like goofy like
like, getting away from like the
punk,
dude getting away from the Dude Ranch sound and going more towards like MTV kind of. I mean just the 90s were the best era of music, and I know I'm obviously partial because I grew up on it, but just the best.
I mean, if it's getting reintroduced and kids are saying the same thing now, they're doing something right. Like
it's like I didn't like Fleetwood Mac until like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like I never had any interest in Fleetwood Mac. This band came out how long ago, and now I'm like obsessed with
But there's gonna be so many bands that are like that. You're gonna like get introduced to and be like, oh, I hated that when I was younger, but now I love them. Like Linkin Park, I couldn't stand Linkin Park because I was so into like underground hardcore or and metal that I was like, oh, they're so mainstream, I hate them.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, yo, they're sick as hell. Like they're awesome, you know. So.
Well, Jake Seeley.
I feel like we could talk to you forever.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
It's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah,
go check out Bomb Shack Vintage downtown Pittsfield,
North Street,
Massachusetts.
Do it. Come say hey. I'm always there. So
you won't be disappointed.
It's really such a cool shop. It's
I was in there for the first time today, and like he was like had people like knock on the door because he was closed, and he let him in, and they bought a couple shirts and stuff.
Yeah, it was cool. It was great. I had like 3 people come in that are like, hey, you open them? We're just in town. I'm like, you come in. I don't care. You know,
come on in.
You're always welcome at the Bomb Shack.
Love it. Love it.
All right. Cheers, man.
Yeah. Cheers, guys. Appreciate you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You betcha, yeah.
Hell yeah.